Jonathan Alter, I'm curious. I want to talk about Elizabeth Warren because as I talk about the things that have fascinated me about this Democratic campaign, one is the fact that Elizabeth Warren ran what we've been saying since, she made the mistake really early on going out to Oklahoma and doing an Ancestry.com thing or whatever that was. That was bad. But after that, you talk about doing the blocking and the tackling right. She did everything right in her campaign. I remember watching that line, that hour-long or 2-hour-long line of selfies, and I said to myself, there is a natural politician, and most importantly, she's doing that because she loves it. Yeah. And her arc was forever upward. And then she actually put a price tag on her Medicare for All plan. And she's been dropping in just about every poll ever since. Can you try to explain to us, if you will, what do you think as somebody that's followed this so closely, the Democratic Party so closely since the time they were called the San Francisco Democrats in '84. You're talking about starting your work in '84. Right. What's happened with Democratic support for Elizabeth Warren since her Medicare for All plan was unveiled?
Well, I think the problem with her campaign is not her candidate skills. As you said, she's a happy warrior, and she became a very, very effective communicator. The problem with Medicare for All is not the cost politically, because people don't really pay that much attention to dollars. Some do. But to me, the issue is choice. Americans love choice, whether you're at the supermarket or, getting your health care. You don't want anybody, the government or anybody else, to tell you that you can't have choice. And Medicare for All sold better than single payer because it had a more attractive name. But that became its own problem because Democrats, starting with Kamala Harris, endorsed Bernie Sanders' plan, and that put them in a box that was very hard for them to get out of. And so now Elizabeth Warren is starting to retreat some from that Medicare for All hardline position. She says she's going to phase it in and let people have essentially a private option for the first few years. And we'll see whether she's skillful enough politically to execute this retreat. But she's been worried too much. Her basic problem is she's been worried too much about the left, about the Sanders vote, and getting wrong with the left of the party, and not enough about moving out into that main highway of the Democratic Party. And time is running out for her, but I would not count her out. And I also would caution Democrats and others who think that she can't beat Trump. I think she would beat Trump quite easily were she to get the nomination, but she's got a ways to go to convince people that she's going to let them have what they want, which is, as Buttigieg says, Medicare for all who want it. That's the position that the vast majority of Democrats embrace.
Karine, would you agree with that?
So I would say definitely do not count her out. I think, yes, one of the things that has gotten people excited about her campaign has been the big plans, right? She has a plan for everything. She has a plan for this, for that. And it's been very progressive, and it's helped her. It's carried her through out of the way that it was started with the DNA test, as you mentioned, which was, to be honest, was a disaster. But I have to tell you right now, the race is very fluid, especially if you look at Iowa. Anyone could win Iowa right now, and it is going to be about momentum. When you think about Elizabeth Warren, when you think about Bernie Sanders, when you think about those two in particular, their operation on the ground is like no other. It's big, it's massive. And so that is what is mattering right now, what voters are seeing on the ground, who they're hearing from, are they connecting to folks on the ground. And so this is why I wouldn't count her out. This is why I say it's very fluid. We are in a holiday season. People are probably not going to be paying attention until January again. Iowa's less than 50 days away. And so this is going to be a wild, wild ride. And it's just not over. We're just at the beginning.
Not over yet. Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.